Hello everyone, today is Monday, June 4th. It's 4:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see my computer clock on my right, the date and time, and you can also see on my left the time and sales for the E-mini S&P, currently trading at 27.46 and a quarter. Okay, first up is the crude oil on a 987 tick chart, just a regular tick chart. This is using our line break logic. You can see the line break signals here. We had a loser to begin with, and you can see our little drawdown here of about $200 per contract. This is trading 3 contracts. And then we had a fantastic short trade. We hit our 2 targets and exited down here, and then we hit our goal of 1300 on this trade and had 1 tick of slippage. Our goal here 1300. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 34 tick line break. This hit its goal of 2,000 for the day, and it looks like we had $50 of slippage on our market order. This was moderately active here. This begins trading at 9 a.m., so this is trading the U.S. session, and so we can see we had a couple of trades here, probably missed getting filled on our limit orders, and then came back at the 10:30 hour and had several nice trades here that brought us up to our goal. We came just shy of our goal here and then drew down a little bit, but then came back and hit our goal. This is trading 2 contracts. Our limit order is a 5 tick pullback. Okay, next up is the DAX on a Super Anko 6 tick chart. This had 2 back-to-back winning trades and hit its goal of 1400 with a couple of ticks of slippage, as you can see here, but it doesn't get any better than this. Here is the template for this. And this is a template I used to show a while back, and I brought it back. This is the first time I plotted it in a while. You can see the indicator signal is really solid here, and the trades here, you know, like I said, it doesn't get any better than this back to back. This is a limit order at the close of the bar. So solid performance on the DAX as usual. Okay, next is the crude oil on a Super Anko 7 tick, and this hit its goal at 1200. You see our goal here. This is the template for this chart, and this is an older template, but still rocking. This had a small loser here. Looks like our drawdown was minimal, less than $150 per contract, and then we had this stellar short trade right here, and this one is only trading 2 contracts. Okay, BWT Autotrader is one of the only auto traders that I know of, if not the only one, that can effectively trade on a line break chart. And as you can see, the signals in line break from a relatively sideways day in the market. It was a rather dull day in the E-mini S&P. You can see the range here, a low of about 2740 to a high of about 2750. Only a 10-point range, a really narrow range day compared to what we've seen, but yet the auto trader was able to hit its goal in such a narrow range, a contraction of the range, and the line break signals showing very well even here on a day that would be considered sideways in the E-mini S&P. And it looks like we had 0 losing trades. These were 5 winning trades in a row here on line break. You can very clearly see the signals, and you can clearly see why line break is a desirable method to learn and use. No knowledge of order flow or anything like that required to use this kind of method. The auto trader effectively automates the line break signals, which basically is 2 types of bars in line break. There's your reversal bar, which has to close above X number of bars ago. In this case it's 3. You can see the reversal to the short side closing below the low of 3 bars ago. And then each subsequent bar after you get a direction change only has to have, for a short, a lower close, and for a long, a higher close. And that's your line break methodology there. Now, there's still a little more to it. There's some strategy involved in which line break signals to take, but typically when we trade line break with the Autotrader, we use a limit order. In this case, I've elected to use a limit order at the close of the bar, and that keeps us from getting in a great deal of slippage. So this played out pretty well, hitting our goal at 975. Okay, our E-mini S&P on a 5 Anko chart did 612 on 2 trades. Well done here. This is using our higher time frame filter, Super Anko 8 tick. Here is the template here, and this is trading only 2 contracts. Again, line break proving its validity here on the crude oil 1-minute line break chart, doing 680. This one is trading only 2 contracts. As you can see here, this is a limit order with a 7-tick pullback. So we do miss some trades here, but that's okay. Still a pretty good performance here. Our goal on this is 1500, well shy of its goal, but still on the plus side of the ledger. Looks like we made an equity high at 1350, so we almost hit our goal and then took a hit here. So kind of a shame. But what's interesting here to note is that our equity high was hit before the noon hour, actually in the first couple of hours of trading, which can often be beneficial for your trading, is just to trade the first couple of hours of most active trading for the day. Okay, a modest gain on the DAX 150 Heikin-Ashi tick chart. This took a pretty serious drawdown here of about $1,300 or $700 per contract. It was up, down, then up kind of day. And it looks like we had an equity high of about 1,200 and then drew down 1,300. So quite volatile today, and then settled in at 400. This is also using our line break logic. Okay, I guess it's the day for line break charts. Again, in a limited range. This is the ES on a 987 tick line break, and this did 375 for the day. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a Super Anko 4 tick with our other time frame of Super Anko 2 tick continues to do well. This did 325 for the day, trading 2 contracts. Okay, we've been super consistent on the Nasdaq. This started out taking a hit of a drawdown of $900 or $450 per contract, and then came back with a really solid trade here to put us on the plus side of the ledger, 300 for the day. Our other Nasdaq chart on the 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart also had a drawdown, but much smaller, only about 300, and only had an equity high of about 400 and finished at 190, so a very modest gain, but again, a really tight range for the day. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.